Hello again, all you webmasters out there. Okay, today we're going to talk about just setting up tables in FinalSite. Tables, to be simply put, is kind of like a spreadsheet, and there's lots of reasons you'd want to be using tables on a web page. When it comes to building web pages, tables used to be like the de facto way of putting things, and it's still extremely helpful and important in using. So here's an example of where a table was used. These icons and this text was put into a table so that we know no matter what kind of device or how large or small the screen is, that they'll consistently be shown in like this grid fashion. So let's walk through the really basics of just setting up a table in FinalSite. So I'm going to add a new element. You can add this to an existing element. You can put it in a new element. It's totally up to you. But for our purposes today, we're going to go to Add Element. This just has to be a content element. And let's go inside of our content box. So from here, you guys can look for this little waffle. It looks like 9 little black squares. That's for tables. When you click on that, you're going to get this window for your table properties. And let's just set it up. Similar to tables in anything else, a Word document, Google Doc, you can always add rows. You can always add columns. You can delete stuff. It's not that big of a deal, so don't stress if this isn't exactly what you want. So for right now, I'm going to say I want 2 rows, and I'm going to say 3 columns just to illustrate our point today. We're not going to worry about headers. Border size. Now this is important. Depends on the way you want it to look on the page. Biggest question, do you want your users to see lines that keeps everything in one place? For me, the answer is going to be no. So I'm going to change border size to 0. That way I will see it as like a light gray line that you'll see in a moment, but my users will not see it, and that's good. Alignment, totally up to you. Let's just say center for now. Now the width, this is important, especially as we talk about different screen sizes and how that might change if somebody resizes their window or moves from a small device to a large device and vice versa. My recommendation is just set it to 100 and literally type %. 100%. That will make sure that regardless of the screen size, it will take up that whole space. Don't worry about height. Pretty much don't worry about anything else at this point. Click on OK. And you can see real faint lines down there. There is my table. Now here's what I really don't like about tables in FinalSite. As soon as I start typing, look at what happened to everything over there on the right. It got really tiny, and that's really annoying because it's hard for me to click exactly where I need to get in that table. So here's my personal workaround. I literally will type 1 letter in each box or cell, I'm sorry, so that at least they're even for where I want to start. So here's what I want to do. In each box on the top, I want to put an icon, and in each cell on the bottom, I want to put the title. So let's go ahead and erase that. We're going to go to our images. These should all be in your file manager. We won't worry about uploading new stuff for now, so I'm just going to put this guy in there for now. There's one, and wow, he's huge. So I don't want it to be that big. Let's make him a lot smaller, like maybe 100 pixels. Typically a good size there. Go to my next one, same thing, delete it, put in my image, file manager, make sure I resize it first, save myself the step, say OK. One more time, add that image in, file manager, again resize so we don't have to come back to it, done. Now next one, this is where I would put my titles. So this is going to be, let's just say title 1, title 2, and title 3. Now it just becomes fine-tuning. So for the most part, you guys can change it to bold. Maybe I want everything to be centered. Where is that? There it is. Justified. So we're going to say centered, so everything's centered. And then click on save, and you're done. I'm going to turn off compose mode to just get a preview of what we just created, and that looks pretty good. You can fine-tune it from there, but again, tables can be your best friend. Notice that me as the previewing user, I do not see those lines in between, which is what I wanted. So that's good. All right, so until next time, happy website building.